welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. We've got the Washington Wizards taking on the Detroit Pistons. And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. And now Washington starting group. We've got Hayes all out there with Arenas, and it's Caron Butler, and it's Unseld in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now Dumars following the three-point attempt by John Wall. Dumars against Arenas. Dumars kicks to Hill, just 5 on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Off target from outside.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And the basket by Unseld.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Butler against Hill, and they pick up 2.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And here are the Wizards now. Outside, Wall. And here's Arenas outside. That one's not going to go. And Detroit the other way now. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I spoke with Detroit's head coach. He said a primary concern is to prevent those easy three-point looks from outside. He said closing out hard on the shooters is going to be the key. If they don't bother the shooters, he said, it's going to be a very long 4 quarters. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense. Now here's Arenas. Hayes trying to break through. And it's Arenas with the jam.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Thomas against Wall. Floats one. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. The dish to Arenas. A baseline J. Goes back up, and it's sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender, has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots.
Wall against Thomas. Clock at 6. Down low. Here's Butler, and slam dunk by Butler.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. Over Wall. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Wasted no time on that one.
And how about the anticipation and imagination there from Unseld? Sees the play developing and delivers the pass on time and on target.
Now, here's Dumars. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Gilbert Arenas.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Pistons shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
2 shots.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Wizards leading by 5. Unseld, the pass to Wall. Passes it to Unseld. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first. Monroe's checked in for John Wall. Good on both. Here's Thomas. It's Hill on the wing. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Hill's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, finding the weakness in the defense. That's the court savvy of Thomas at work.
From 15 feet away, they grab their own miss. Unseld. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And then for Washington, Weber, he's checked in for Hayes. King comes in for Caron Butler. And Beal subbed in for Gilbert Arenas. Now, here is Lambier. Pass to Griffin. The second chance effort. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. And here is Billups. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Monroe. And Billups gets it to go.
I can't believe that went in, and I don't think he can either.
Monroe, the pass to Beal. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. The shot, no good. Nice D from Lambier. Weber against Billups. Pass to Griffin. Over Beal. Griffin's shot is good.
This is what you want out of your offense. A high percentage look for Blake Griffin.
And there's the pass to Unseld. Monroe against Billups. Pass to Unseld. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Stolen by Monroe. And they're pushing it up. Rebound, Detroit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Lets a floater go. He takes it up and lays it in.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And so it's Monroe with it, bringing it up for Washington. It's a three-point game. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
I mean, he's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's a beautiful play.
Billups against Monroe. Feeds it to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Blake did a nice job of setting the pick, rolling, catching, and finishing.
Monroe with it from deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Washington out in front, up by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. We hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
We've got DeBusschere. Griffin is out there with Bill Lambier. Then it's Jerry Stackhouse. And it's Billups in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Hamilton against Malone. Hamilton the pass to Lambier. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. Lambier's got his first 2 points of the night. Malone against Hamilton. Up top, Malone. Nice ball movement by Washington. 4 on the shot clock. King, the pass to Jamison. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Wizards lead by 3.
Yeah, Malone is an absolute nightmare on the offensive glass. Does a great job of establishing that position for that putback slam. And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
John Wall's checked in for King. Wall taking his time here. Pass to Malone. Here's Chenier. Pass to Wall. Here's Chenier. Outside, Wall. From past the arc. Kept alive. The second effort. And it's denied. Outside Hill. They double him with Wall. Hill passes to Bing. Shoots over Malone. Here's to Busher. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Hard-nosed and tenacious. Big D crashes that offensive glass. One way he loves to get his points.
Now here's Wall. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. A nice shot by Chenier.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
And the pass to Bing. That shot off. Nice D from Wall. Wizards leading by 4. Wide open look. Here's Chenier. That one good for 2. Chenier's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Bing. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on John Wall.
I've heard Bing say that what he enjoys more than anything is putting pressure on the defense, forcing them into mistakes, and he forces one there, drawing the foul.
Wallace is checked in for Detroit. Dumars comes in for Hamilton. And he makes both free throws. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now here's Wall. Passes it to Hayes. The kick out to Wall. Shot clock at 5. And a wide open look for Arenas. No good with the triple. Pistons trailed by 4. Pass to Hill. And it's Hill with the jam.
Yeah, one of the great in-game dunkers we have. Grant Hill, he might not put on a show with his dunks, but it doesn't make him any less impressive.
Now here's Hayes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
And the Pistons making a change here. Thomas is checked in, and a change for the Wizards. Weber, he's checked in for Moses Malone.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Now here's Wall. Now Hayes. Over Wallace. The shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got his first points in this one. And so Thomas will bring it up for Detroit. Trailing by 4. It's deflected. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Outside, Wall. Pass to Weber. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 6-point Washington lead.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Dumars the pass to Thomas. Detroit getting another chance here. Moves back up. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. Griffin's checked in for Detroit. Rodman comes in for Grant Hill. And a switcher also for Washington. Monroe's checked in. 1:11 left to play here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Thomas against Butler. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Right side, Thomas. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
You know, some might say Hayes plays the game angry, and there was definitely something angry about his defense there. What an emphatic rejection.
And here's Arenas outside. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Arenas has got the lead up to 11 now for Washington. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Dumars. Right side, Thomas. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Outside, Arenas to the left side wing. Here's Monroe. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Washington, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Washington had no problems getting going. Their sharp focus and apparent preparation for the matchup helped them zero in on an 8-2 run off the tip. By the end of the first quarter, they ended up with a 9-point margin. Then in a hard-fought second quarter, they more than held their own, increasing their advantage to finish up 9 at the break. And taking a look at the Wizards, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the board, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they had to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to that lead.
Over to Kenny. What you think about Detroit?
Well, sometimes you get too comfortable playing at home. This team played tonight like it's no urgency. And now they dug themselves a hole, and the energy level to get out of it is going to be extraordinary. We'll see if they come out of the tunnel with some fire in the second half.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And Detroit has possession. 9-point game. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Washington, he's out there with Caron Butler. Then it's Wall. Then it's Gilbert Arenas. And it's Unseld in at the center, filling out the middle. Just 3 to shoot. Thomas. It's tipped. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Wizards leading by 9. Outside, Wall. With the floater, and he sinks the layup.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
It's stolen by Wall. Oh, and here comes Arenas all alone. Oh, and the jam by Arenas.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Dumars with it. Gilbert Arenas covering. Thomas, no good.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Hayes in the post. Wallace covering. Shot clock at 6. And Wall kicks to Butler. Hayes down low. Wallace on him. The shot's good from Hayes.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pistons trailed by 17. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Both teams will make substitutions. Wall against Phillips. The pass to Hamilton. Over Beal. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Offline with his 3. Detroit with the ball. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Phillips, no good. Here's Washington now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Unzeld, the pass to Beal. Over Hamilton. And Beal kicks to Hayes. 5 to shoot. Here's King. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And what I like about King, he doesn't try to get flashy or fancy. He only cares about being effective. And he goes out there and just takes care of business. And in the end, the points just pile up.
The Wizards making a switch here. And so he hits both. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here is Phillips. Now the pass to Stackhouse. Richard Hamilton on the wing. Pocket 2. And Washington making a change here. Jamison's checked in. And it's Washington's ball. They've got a 10-0 run going. Passes it to Beal. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And Chauncey Billups gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Monroe's checked in for Washington. Six on the shot clock. Elbow shot. Rebounded by Lambier.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
Monroe with it. Outside, Jamison. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush, there's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
Malone's checked in for the Wizards. Here's Bing. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Here's Washington now. It's a 12-2 run here, good pace. 1:27 left here in the third quarter. King outside. Here's Malone. And it's Malone finishing it off.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Pass to Billups. Back to Rodman. It's hauled in by Malone. Malone's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Chenier, the pass to Monroe. 34 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Outside, Jamison. They get it back.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today. I mean, you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Washington shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And so Monroe nails both of them. There's 18 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here is Hill. Puts up a 3. Off the mark. And so it's the Washington Wizards riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Dumars. Ball is out there with Hill. Then there's Thomas. And it's Lanier in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Hard work on the offensive glass, paying off with the second chance points there for Hayes. If he's got a shot at the rebound, he's not going to let anybody else take it away.
Here's Thomas. A shot off that time. Good work defensively by Arenas. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. So for the Wizards, Weber, he's checked in for Hayes. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Butler. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Dumars against Arenas. Poked away. Some solid defense here from Arenas.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And Weber throws it down.
And Weber, just tremendous size in the paint, easily rising up to take that one home.
Outside Thomas. Charity stripe shot. Detroit, no good that time either.
And another miss. Whew. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Got that one up quick. 9 points for Gilbert Arenas.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Another shot. Got a hand on it. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. To the inside, Weber. Detroit with the rebound. Wallace has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Malone against Dumars. Inside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
So both teams making some changes here. Free throw, no good for Wallace.
And Wallace, just an unreal defender. An undersized center who blocks shots and pounds the glass like a madman.
Here's Malone, and he makes good on his first shot of the game.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused, and they've executed.
To the middle, here's Hamilton. Washington with the rebound. Unzeld's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control. Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Now Dumars. So for the Pistons, Blake Griffin comes in for Wallace, and Chauncey Billups has subbed in for Dumars. Here is DeBusschere. Right side Billups. Up top Griffin. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Hamilton. Now Detroit moving it up. Billups, no good. Here's Washington. They're on a 10-2 run here. Outside Jamison. Here's Unseld. Outside Jamison. Just 5 to shoot. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Bill Laimbeer. First free throw is good.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. And here is Billups.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Hamilton against Beal. Richard Hamilton on the wing. Baseline jumper. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Outside Beal. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
And Washington making a change here. Malone's checked in.
Yeah, and one of the game's premier agitators. Laimbeer can bait the foul call as well as anyone.
And that one falls for Laimbeer. He hits both from the stripe. .115 left to play in the final quarter. Outside Beal. Pass to Jamison. The pass to Chenier. Now Weber. It's blocked. DeBusschere with it. Hamilton, the pass to Bing. Takes the 13-footer. No good that time. And it's Washington the other way. Here's Washington. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Chenier. Here's Malone. That's tipped. Here's Griffin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Antoine Jamison picks one up.
He's so athletic. Blake Griffin's one of those players you have to make a decision. You have to wrap him up before he takes off.
The first one falls. Griffin hits them both. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. And Washington can just let the clock run down here. Now, here is Monroe, covered by Stackhouse. Now, here's Monroe. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.